All right, howdy, folks. Welcome back. I told you I'd be back. All right, so let's get on over here to the solar report here because I wasn't going to do a show tonight, but I think you all know why I'm doing a show tonight because of today's X5. Okay. Um, Bam, right there. It takes up the whole half of the screen right here. And this data just finally came out here. It wasn't it wasn't out for a while. It was only up into that event. So multiple events today. That one up there, some stuff down here, this one, as well as the big one. Okay, so don't let the big one distract you. We've had other stuff as well here. Okay, scroll up real quick. 12, 31, 2023. 123, 123. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. 2024. I told you it was going to be. Well, let's just get into it. Anyways, here we go. Let's just go ahead and start with the opening frames and crawl on through this whole day here. Boom. Happy New Year to you guys out there. Some of you on the East Coast are in 1 year, while us out here on the West Coast are in a different year. So I figured I'd squeeze it in between the two coasts. That way you guys could enjoy the show and then go back to partying on the West Coast or whatever you guys are doing. So here we are, opening frame. Let me just adjust this real quick here. Okay. And we got activity down here going on. We got this slow motion activity up here, stuff streaking across. Okay, this stuff right here might be coming our direction. Okay, boom. This appears another big event going on. You can see something shadowy over there. None of these really have a defined type. Well, that one looks pretty good right there. That was probably this frame right there. You can see the round object right up in here. Kind of see it in the shadow over there too. Anyways, we got to keep going. So, and then something else going on down here as well. Oop, there in the ghost image. You can see it pretty well captured right there in the ghost image. It's just like a negative image of the prior event, just trailing behind by a couple frames. Okay, then as we continue on, coming up here pretty soon, we have our big explosion right here on the left. Now, we can. Oh, first, this one over here as well. Okay, so multiple eruptions today, and then we have this. Okay, something going on right out here. Something putting a dent right here in the readings as well. You can see this big wide field of the range of the explosion there. But then do you see this little impulse down here, right here, connecting to all of this? All right. Boom. Now it came off the side, but most of the impact is going to go off to the side. But let me show you something here on the next instrument here. All right, first let's cover this. Let me zoom in real quick and take a look at this spike here. Now, this is one we haven't seen in quite a while. We had an X flare just a few days ago. It was a 2.5, but there's a long duration, big time X flare with an R3 radio blackout. All right. Now, when this R3 radio blackout hits, okay, this down here, this is still energy being absorbed by the planet, okay? Even though it's not a big CME, it still is, how do I put this? It's still X rays, radiation coming at us. Now, in this image right here, if we can see it, it just rounded the limb right here. This is that big sunspot, okay? It just rounded the limb. And if we can see it, the light from it, well, then that means some of it is coming our way. All right. If it was behind the limb, then a lot of this energy wouldn't be coming our way. But this is an indicator that it is. All right. We already got the R3 level radio blackout from the initial burst. Okay. And then I just showed you segments of that CME that are going to be coming our way. All right. Because it's on the limb. It's facing us. Let me go back a few frames right here. Right here. Where this big explosion, see this little divide right here? It's not divided, it's connected all the way to over here. So this whole half is coming at us. All right, I have a feeling we're going to receive some energy from that. Well, we already have. Okay, we already have. All right, in the form of the x-rays that get here in 8 minutes. All right. But the CME that's coming will come in 3 days, 2 to 3 days, average or whatever. And most of it going off to the side this way. But still, we can see the light from it right here coming at the camera, right at you. So that means part of it is coming at us. And here's an indicator. Okay. So 3 days from today, that'll put it around the 3rd, 4th, maybe, in that time frame. Okay. So back out of this, we have the inbound energy from an X5 coming our way. Whoops, I didn't want to go that far back. Turkeys. Give me my sight back. There we go. Let's zoom out a little bit. We're too zoomed in here. So in the coming days here, we got this X flare that's going to probably sideswipe us. We're going to get a little edge of that big old blast. Here it is up there, X 5.0. And what a number, because Lord's been showing me a lot about the number 5. And wow. The explanation, and then to have this followed up with an X5, it's like he's talking to me or something. Anyways, something else I wanted to state was this started happening right as everybody starts changing into the new year. All right. So this officially started happening right in 2024. And I told you guys in the previous videos that this year God's hand's moving. Okay. And this is an indicator right here. All right. This is an indicator of what's to come this year. He gives you a little foretasting of what's to come. And I can tell this is God's handiwork right here. And he's saying 5.0. And I'll explain the significance of that later. Most of you won't like it. And you'll probably, well, it'll have to be done someday. But not right now during this whole report. Okay, now over here, look at our KP index. It's nice and quiet right now, really, really flatlined right now. Expect to see that jump. Okay, that's going to change here pretty soon. It's just a little behind. We'll probably see, when this hits a decent spike. Probably, orange 6 or 7, possibly in the red a little bit when this glancing blow comes at our way. But right now, our auroras are looking, moderate, not too bad, mild, very mild, really. Okay, they're still green. They're not, dissipated, but they are there. Okay, the solar wind's increasing. It's hitting us. It's making those glow a little bit. Let's come on down and open up this tracker now, because there it is. There it is. Before they didn't have this on there. I'm glad I waited just a few minutes longer to do this stream, because I was waiting for this precious data. Oh, kind of like what I was saying, but we're gonna get more than just the edge. The edge is way up here, right? Boom. Yeah, we're taking a direct hit, you guys, from an X5. Hold on tight. All right, let's just let's get into business now. Let's open up this one. Come on. This one doesn't look updated yet, but I want to see anyway. Everybody just hang on real tight. Let's see if this thing is updated and come on now. Lord, please. Thank you. I swear stuff going on with AI and computers, and we might be seeing some satellite problems, relay problems, and stuff because of that X flare energy that hit us. All right, so they're not showing anything on this one yet, but prepare to see what we just saw on the other Enlil spiral, updated on this with a big spike. Probably, what do we say? It just went off right about there. So 3 days. Well, X flares have a tendency to travel a little faster, so it might be here in 2 days. We'll look right around here between the third and the fourth. I don't know. This one's going to be a little harder. Let's go back to the other one. I wish we could freeze frame this one and stop this little movie at the timestamp up above when it hits. Or maybe as it's glitching, we'll get lucky and catch it frozen right when it's there. All right. Well, anyways, let's just let this load up. Boom. All right. There's your new impact. Everybody brace for impact. And then you know what this means. When this energy hits, it's going to translate to the core. And funny how that movie popped up on my computer without me clicking on it just hours ago. I saw it a long time ago, but I watched it, and it's funny how much they were hinting back then as to what's actually happening now. I know a bunch of you probably just went and seen it, watched it again since, following my reports and stuff. So, but that movie, The Core, they they talk a lot about what we do here at this channel, huh? Anyways, it was funny how that came up on my computer today without me just picking it out or nothing. So I figured I'd watch it. Again, I haven't seen it well. All right, so here's your blast, you guys. I'm just kind of leaving it there so you guys know I'm not pulling your chain. Okay, this spiral agrees that we're about to take a good hit from an X5. Okay, dang. There was nothing on the tracker before. I was hoping there was not going to be anything on there. I was hoping it wouldn't be refreshed, but I guess it is. So we'll just deal with what we got now. Okay. Everybody pray. Okay. Lots of praying. There it is, right there. You can see. Oh, wait. Let's see if we can get a little better shot. Got some wavy lines in there. It's kind of full halo. You can see coming all the way, reaching all the way around like this now. Yeah, it's definitely coming our way. Oh boy. Also, we're gonna be. I don't want the movie. I want this instrument right here. Please, Lord, can we have this? No, I don't want the movie. I want to pop up this frame. Oh, I see what's happening. Pause that right there. There we go. I just want this map here. Prepare to see this happen again when the CME hits, okay? And this time, it'll probably light up the top half all red and the bottom half all red as well, Okay, because when we take a really big impact, it's not just circular like this, it covers the entire poles. All right, so we're going to be seeing that coming here in a few days on this instrument, and the R3 level radio blackout will probably be even a little stronger. Okay, I'm not trying to be doom and gloom here or the bearer of bad news. I'm just trying to kind of tell you like it is and prepare you for what's coming. All right, you guys. And I really didn't want to do a show tonight. I was going to skip tonight, but Lord's like, no, no, no. I got a surprise for you. Check it out. An X5, Brian. Now you got something to report on. I see all the other channels just jump on it right away. They got it out there right away, which is good. It's good. We need that reaction in our community. People that are on top of this, it's important that we know this information as soon as possible. I can't always get there right away. I'm a late night guy. I got family and lots going on. Lots going on. Oh, boy. All right, let's come on over here real quick. I want to read this real quick to you guys. Geomagnetic Storm Watch 2024 could begin with a geomagnetic storm. NOAA forecasters still say that minor G1 class storm on January 1st from that co-rotating region. Remember the two CMEs, one catching up to another, causing this co-rotating CIR. Okay, it's a co-rotating type event where it produces these shock waves, CME like shock waves that are similar and can do auroras. Okay, so we got a little geomagnetic storm watch coming already on the 1st, the G1. Plus, we just got hit with that energy from the X flare. All right, now think in terms of storing up energy in our battery. We just got hit with an X5, just the flare part. Okay. Plus, this is coming, not much, a G1, but that's added energy. This major X-class solar flare, mere hours after emerging from the sun's eastern limb on December 31st, AR-35 old sunspot, or now I guess it's now AR-3536. Okay, it used to be, never mind. They produced the X5 class solar flare. This was, I can't think of the number right now. I got so many going through my head. This is that old big sunspot that finally rounded the eastern limb here. And bang, when you can see it like this, that when the camera can see it and it's detecting light, that means some of it is coming our way, regardless of what the like the enlil spirals say. If it produced a CME, part of it will be coming our way. All right, so everybody hold on tight. Happy new X flare. And that's a big time player. That's the biggest one since since all this started happening to me back in September of 2017. All this stuff is going along just as it's supposed to. All right, wait, we got to go back here real quick and do the Schumann first before we do the bipolar vortex. That's what I should have called this one. Okay, while we're over here real quick, scooting the camera and doing all that was a little too much for right now with having to get it all back without the wavy lines. I think you can see pretty well here. We have a little dimming. Okay, it got pretty weak in between after this event, got kind of weak, starts coming back to life a little bit. And then today, right here, we had several hours where our field was pretty weak. Okay, that's the core down there. After screeching and slowing down, it's getting weak. It's not producing much magnetic field. It's trying to recover. You see it coming out of this weakness as we speak right now, trying to recover. But here comes more energy. This gap right here. Oh, got somebody else. All right. Anyways, this gap right here happens right around when our X flare came in. So we probably absorbed energy pretty well because of when this when our field was down and when that happened, when that hit. Happened to be good timing. Now let's come on up here, and right now here's our bipolar vortex. Now this side has really gained strength now. Okay, go back to spinning there. All right, remember last night I was saying how I was worried that these reds were going to connect. They finally did. See, they've connected now, and now we have a dual polar vortex. Okay, and what's weird is people say in pareidolia. Now here's some pareidolia for you. Okay, this is some pareidolia, not a real face, but check it out. We got the two eyes, the nose being India, and the little smile running down there. How cute, huh? Anyways, back to trying to get these wavy lines out a little bit. All right, so our split vortex, dual vortex is really increasing now, okay, in strength on this side. And look what it's really doing here over America and Canada. There is no polar vortex at all now here in Canada. Let's see, get that map. All right, there we go. And over America here. Oh, come on. No, camera too sensitive. Anyways, right here, you can see once I put the flow back on there that it's totally diverting around this part of the world and really doing a number on the rest of the world, all the way down into Africa. All right, you see it drooping all the way into northern Africa, turning, going right across Europe, and going right over the North Pole here, with our other vortex rotating the opposite way. If you look down here at the southern hemisphere, everything's rotating this way, right? In the northern hemisphere, it usually rotates the other way, the direction of this vortex. Okay, right now, this half of the world, most everything's going that direction. So this is going to change up weather patterns drastically. It's already doing a number on the weather. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to adjust this camera and get some of these wavy lines out of there. There we go. Eventually, someday I'll have a professional studio. That's better. All right. Anyways, we got this going on here. Major split in our vortex that's going to really change our weather a lot now, especially for this region of the world. And what I was just showing you there, 100,000 roofs got blown off here in the UK and Scotland. A wind event came through there and ripped off the roofs of 100,000 houses for their new year. Okay, it's that's God's handiwork right there. Anyways, you can see what's going on here. We have this very, very different type of double vortex going on now. And let me just even take you a little bit lower here to the upper jet real quick. I know somebody else went live and some of you guys want to get over and see that too. All right, see how this upper jet is just really, it's this taking it all the way down here, and it's really affecting the weather around China now. This whole region, this whole belt, all through there is going to see crazy weather. Then when it comes out over the Pacific, really kind of broadens out with strength in it. And then as it approaches, it hits this wall and just dives down or goes up into Canada. And there's like this big wall built up here. Well, when this finally does push this way, that flow will be coming over and coming down the coast here. So for right now, there's a big barrier kind of holding up this storm a little bit. But as these kind of storms roll through, they're going to come across the country with a lot of strength. And the timing of that CME, we got to get that down a little bit better here. I'm going to have to look at it a little closer. Anyways, let's come on over here to our quakes now, because we've had some, where's this one? Just recent. Yep, I think it's that one. Yeah. Yes, it's this one right here. Just happened right after our X5. All right. And that's a deep quake. That's down at 533. So we have a mid-range 4 down at 533, along with what had already happened today, a 4.7 down at 496, as well as the 4.6 down at 503. So we had these two deep quakes today, and then just a little while ago when our X flare hit, it set off this one. Now that puts a lot of energy into this system. All right. It doesn't look like much has translated to the surface yet because there's not a bunch of bigger quakes around the surface. Nothing in this system yet. Nothing much has gone up into here. All right. See all this really kind of small mid-range 4 activity. 4.8 and a 4.6 there. Let me get this a little more on the screen for you. There we go. 4.8 right there. A couple over here. Oh, wait. I have to pull the map over. Oh, please, Lord. All right. Well, while we wait for that to kind of unfreeze for the moment. Oh, there it goes. We're going to have more activity and stronger magnitude here pretty soon because of that energy that's coming in from the G1 that they're expecting tomorrow, plus what we just absorbed from the flare, not the CME, but the flare. All right, 4.8 right there. We had 4.1 and 4.8. So pretty mild activity throughout the system right up and through here. Let's see what happened here in China. There's a 5.3 with the big yellow pager, probably a little stronger than that, probably a 5.5. Real quick right here, 4.9 down at 27, 4.5 at 35 there, and our little weak spot coming to life here, 4.6 down at 389. This one right here, this is our weak spot with a semi-deep quake at 389. This is going to come to life right here pretty soon with this building pressure. Same with this little, this is our new weak spot right here that we were seeing the big quake and the swarm. Now we have just south of it 4.8 and 4.6, these two quakes right here. Energy kind of shifting down and transferring to a new spot to release there, but watch out. We're going to have stronger quakes in this region, and Taiwan hasn't had an energy release in a while, so I'd watch out for a decent sized quake in that area. The rest of the system's pretty quiet. Boom, 4.5 right there, and 4.4 right there. All right. So let's just check the West Coast real quick here. Latest quake, 2.8 down and low. Osos. And our 3.0 that came in up here towards the Juan de Fuca. So 3 energy in the area. Watch out, that's going to change now soon with this new absorption of energy, probably in the next day or two. Look at this. We got a quake up here in Iceland as well. This is going to be 4.4 to depth of 10. There's a clear indicator right there that we're going to see more activity here at the volcano in Iceland. Prepare to see that thing come back to life here soon. As we go up here even further north, look at this. We got a quake way up here, 4.4 at a depth of 10. This is way off the Atlantic Ridge up here, so another quake in a diverse area there. Even over here in Alaska, this is 3.2. Something's affecting the upper part of the globe here, the northern hemisphere. Pressure down below probably starting to creep up through there. There's a 4.4 there at Turkey as well. All right. Well, let's see. I think that's about it for now. You guys can go watch the other show and come back to mine and watch it on replay if you want. I don't mind. All right, there's John Wayne. Now let's come over here to our volcano report. Um, there's Kloichescu, 23,000 feet. This is already in the 1st of January. Okay, so here we go. 1st of January. Already we have Kloichescu, 23,000 feet. That's an increase in altitude. Ebico, volcanic ash advisory. Suwannee Jima, another advisory. Ibu, an 8,000 foot blast. Luatobi, an 8,000 foot blast. Dukono, 10,000. Popo, 21,000. Okay, that's a little decrease. It was 22 yesterday, or 24, I believe it went up to. So a little decrease there. So expect to maybe see another blast when it does come out of Popo, a little higher than 21 when this pressure builds. Here's one at 15,000. Okay. Fuego 15,000. Nevada del Ruiz 23,000. There's an increase right there. All right, and that was just for the first. Let's open up the 31st, which is just today. Come on down. All right, here we go. Stromboli. A stronger than usual explosion took place from the crater at Stromboli. Is this getting in there? All right, good. Oh, lost the scroller for a second. This channel. Anyways, down here to Kloichescu going off again. So, Stromboli, where'd it go? It doesn't say the height. But we got Stromboli going off again. All right, add that to the list. Here's Kloichescu, 23,000 feet. There's a jump in altitude right there. Luotobo, 6,000 foot blast. Semeru, 15,000 foot blast. All these volcanoes keep going off every day. Dukono, here's Popocatépetl, 20,000 foot blast there. 14,000 for Santa Guido. 16,000 for Fuego. 24,000 at Nevada del Ruiz. Reventador, 15,000. So Sabancaya. So more on the list here. We've added a couple, and then these ones expect to possibly see go off here soon. Aoba, or be, potentially go onto the list of active. Could be Aoba, Etna, especially Etna, Great Sitkan Islands, Karangatang, Mayone. This one jumps from list to list a lot, so watch out for a possible blast there. Nevada del Ruiz, we already saw that. That's on this list, should be transferred over already because same with that one. Near Amirigira. All right, these ones are all potentials that could be going on the list. Reykjanes right there. That's the one in Iceland. Okay, prepare to see that one go onto the active list. Rincon de Vieja, that one will probably go onto the active list as well. This one was on there as well. Ulawan was the biggest blast of the year out of that one, so watch out for Ulawan jumping possibly over to this list, as well as Villarrica. That one has jumped from time to time back and forth from active to semi-active. All right. So with this new wave of energy coming in, expect to see we're going to see more grinding on the Schumann here pretty soon. We're going to see an uptick in earthquakes, the frequency of them and the magnitude. We'll see an uptick in volcanoes as well. Whoops, never mind. I forgot I can't jump from page to page to that side. Now let's come over to the forecast. I'll just come on over to the forecast, please, Lord. Skip the volcano page. There we go. All right. Am I zoomed in too much? Yep, we are. Let me just fix this and get the loop playing real quick. All right. Thanks for sticking around, folks. I know somebody else went live, and it's an important channel, too. So, either way. So, here we go. there is our first little monster storm coming in. All right. And the timing now, we're going to have to start talking about timing, especially with inbound energy in the very near future, at least, not for these later storms yet, but at least for the near future here. Okay. So before we get in too deep here, our X flare came off at the end of December 31st, right at the beginning of the 1st. So 3 days later would put it right at the beginning of the 4th. If it's the 3 days. All right. X flares sometimes travel faster. So from 2 to 3 days from the 1st. All right. So here we are. Still current conditions, 31st here for the West Coast, 1st over there. As we go into, whoops, that's the nighttime, whoops, nighttime right there, current conditions, morning of the 1st, noontime, convection, nighttime, the 2nd, noon, convection. You can see coming in the Pacific Northwest here by noon and the afternoon of the 2nd. Going to the nighttime, severe chances here on the coast. Yeah, I guess it's still kind of catching it. Severe chances there on the coast, snow in the northern part of California through the nighttime, or that's the morning of the 3rd. Now you see this blossoming down here. Let's back up one. All right, chances of little thunderstorms, severe weather right through there from the night of the 2nd going into the morning of the 3rd. There is the noontime of the 3rd with the severe weather right off the coast and rain coming in through the south there. By the end of convection, it dissipates, so no severe weather there supposedly for the 3rd by the sundown of the 3rd right there. And then as we proceed into the nighttime of the 3rd, morning of the 4th, severe weather, but it's off the coast by then. A little bit of snow trailing back behind this. There we go into the 4th. So during this time frame, when we have this inbound energy coming, most of the storms are kind of off down here and over here on the West Coast. So I would say, well, there's the end of the 3rd right there. So from about this time frame forward, we'll see the energy from the X flare, and that's right about there when it leaves the coast. All right, so let's pray that it stays that way. Now this storm back here, it could affect this storm and enhance this. This doesn't look like much. It's a typical little storm coming in off the Pacific here, but if this energy hits us around that time frame right there, it could enhance this a little bit. All right, through this time frame, now the noon of the 4th, afternoon of the 4th, the convection, the night of the 4th. See this thing gathering strength, but it's offshore, thankfully. So it looks like we're going to have a clearing kind of during the impact time. So we might dodge a bullet, actually. This is good. Then as we get more into the 5th here, this is the noontime of the 5th. We have another storm approaching there. Let's see what comes off the sun in the next day or two that could possibly enhance this. Hopefully not. We got enough already. Chances of severe weather here by the end of convection on the 5th, blossoming harder into the 9th, or into the night of the 5th. Give me the next one. Now here, this is the morning of the 6th. Usually these storms, they like to blossom during the daytime when the sun's up, right? Because it's causing the convection and the clouds to boil. Right now, this is happening during the overnight hours into the morning. It's because cold air is mixing with moist air at night, causing these convections at night. So this is going to be a monster that could possibly catch people off guard, because this is the morning hours of the 6th. All right, this will be 4 a.m. out east here, means 6, 4, 5, 6 in this zone. So 6 in the morning, Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas, this whole monster right here is picking up strength. Then, as we get into the noontime, it just broadens out into this massive area of potential severe weather that's statewide, going from Tennessee all the way down into the Gulf Coast, past the Gulf Coast down into the Gulf. Then you see it wrap up and really start to gain strength here by the end of convection on the 6th. All right, this is 4 p.m. Pacific. That translates into 7 p.m. at night this time, or for this region, on January 6th. Okay, so I'm going to leave that sit there for a second while I get a sip. Think about the end of convection, the sundown of January 6th. In that region, you guys are going to be having some issues. Storm chasers, get ready. Start plotting this out. Look at your forecasts and stuff, because this has the potential here to be another dangerous event. Now, let's keep going forward, because into the nighttime, it's just wrapping up and taking this stuff up the coast again. There's the morning of the 7th, the noontime. Now, the cold air on the backside is dumping a lot of snow. So just because this storm is offshore, don't forget about the snow that's back behind it. And even the tail that, it creates up here. Windy as well. Yes. When you see, that's beautiful. I love that question. And when you see these tight millibars, you see these little lines that wrap around the storm here. They're called millibars. And when you see them close together like this, that means high winds, okay? So this is not only going to be producing a lot of thunderstorms, severe weather, it's going to be knocking out power with a lot of high winds. These massive storms have been bringing a lot of high winds with them that just devastate the power, when they move through, acting more like a land hurricane than a storm. Now, as this thing continues to go from the nighttime to the 6th, into the morning of the 7th, here we still have severe weather right here along the coast. Now let's pray that maybe it shifts and we don't have the severe weather hugging the coast. It goes offshore, but that's what they're calling for in the meantime. As we leave January 7th here, this is the end of convection going into the night. Now the morning of the 8th, noon, you see this coming together. Cold air mass, more moist air again. That's the noon of the 8th. There it goes, popping off by convection in Oklahoma there. Then shifting a little further south by nighttime. That's down in the Fort Worth area, border of Oklahoma, Arkansas, Texas, right there. Here we go with the morning blossoming again. You see how it went from nighttime, and as the sun comes up, boom, it just blossoms really hard like this in the morning. And that's another big, wide, severe patch that we'll have to watch carefully as it continues into the noontime like this. And now look it's got the whole spectrum. If you look at this color chart, it's got the blue, the snow, it's got the freezing rain, it's got the severe weather, it's got even intense severe weather. It has rain, snow, deep snow, the whole package. Okay, that's an intense storm right there. Let me back it up a couple and watch the progression as it just gains strength from nighttime, morning, noon. Now we go into convection. This will be quite a nightmare, okay? Let's just even zoom in on this. You guys are still hanging out here. Let's just do it for you guys. And this is not too far out, okay? So this is kind of important that we get a feel for what could possibly happen to this region. There's going to be severe weather with ice, snow, all this mixed together in the morning, through the day, into the night. As this monster creeps up the coast here, we're at the end of convection right here. Now we go one more into the nighttime. See how this is all getting trailed back here? We're Georgia, South Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, Virginia, all these states right here getting peppered. Snow up here in Canada, deep snow on the backside coming down into like Illinois. All right, so this is going to be quite an event. Now, this is the morning time. Again, with the blossoming from night into the morning here. Now, when we were talking the millibars, here is a prime example of tight millibars. Okay, you see how close together they are, how unified and wrapped around. This thing is acting like a land hurricane. It has rotation. It has a vortex to it. All right, and this vortex picks up warm. This is what's been happening lately. Instead of it picking up warm water from down here in the Gulf, which it does, but it's also having convection from the Gulf Stream. There's warm water in the Gulf Stream that runs down the coast here, and it is actually producing convection offshore that gets wrapped around this and goes onshore. Well, now I've done it. Hit the button. But goes onshore like that. All right, that is not a good flow. We don't like to see that kind of flow because it's devastating. Let me get back to that frame here. Sorry. You guys were wishing I'd hurry up with this and get onto the spiritual report, but this is important. Okay, here it goes. Boom, boom, boom. That's the one storm. It's this second storm right here as well. All right. Right there. That's the morning hours that we were just looking at. We're talking Pennsylvania. This moisture getting drawn up is going into Tennessee, Virginia, the whole East Coast. This is Pennsylvania, New York, Long Island getting smashed on the morning of January 10th, like really smashed into the noontime here. Now, this is a lot of people. All right, this highly populated area right here. You're talking New York City getting hammered right there. That's everybody watch this closely, because if this event unfolds like this, it could affect millions and millions of people in a very bad way. Okay, and that's around the 10th. Okay, this is a little further out, but it's very important that we start tracking this monster now. As it goes into convection now, it's starting to do a little bit more blossoming up here into Maine. Maine has already had their butts handed to them already, and here they go with another round. Bam, boom. Then it moves out of there by the morning of the 11th. We have another low growing in here. You see this cold air and this coming together? What do you think is going to happen? Look at this. Starting to pull up severe weather again. We get into the morning of the 12th here. It really starts kind of hitting the East Coast. Look at the tight millibars again. High winds again. Hey, look. Just when you think you're going to recover from the power outage, here comes another event to knock it down again. So I'd have some power backup. I'd get your backups and get ready for this event while your weather's nice. All right. That's way out there, but we'll let it kind of play out through the 12th, 13th, noontime there, the 13th. See this little streak coming across here, maybe glance in the south right here by the morning of the 13th. Kind of going up the coast a little bit. Into the 14th, clears out. There's some more boiling up here around the 16th. All right, so I'm going to start that loop again and let you just watch that one more time. We got two storms to be concerned about. This one doesn't look like it's going to do much. It'll have added energy to it, so we'll watch that. This is the one to watch out for, the first one, and then this second monster will be a force to be reckoned with. All right, and it's a good heads up now. This is time to get prepared for it, because you're already getting the first storm for sure. And if that knocks out power, you might be down for a while. Okay, so there's your solar forecast, winter forecast, weather, volcanoes, all that. And watch out for that one too, right there. Let me back up, go over these dates real quick. Boom. The first one, let me pull this down again. It's important. End of convection right here on January 5th. So it all starts when sundown on convection, January 5th, right there, when this thing comes together over the nighttime, blossoms hard in the morning of the 6th, noontime the 6th, convection the 6th, nighttime the 6th, morning of the 7th, then it kind of goes offshore. So that time frame between the morning of the 7th and the afternoon right there, the 5th. So starting the night of the 5th through the morning of the 7th, the whole day of the 6th right there. Watch out through that area. Boom. Boom. Even right here, they're showing red over a lot of Louisiana. Let's just take a peek a little bit closer there. You guys know people in this area? I'd warn them about the 6th. I'd say, hey, just be aware that you're going to have some intense weather because this is covering almost the entire state of Louisiana in yellow. Just barely the corner there is not. And then the heart of it is red. So tomorrow, the 6th, everybody, the 6th, right there. Beware. Okay, so that's it for that. Now let's close some of these out, and I will even do a spiritual report tonight. And yep, I got a little time to do it before I go celebrate my New Year's Eve. So let me just pull up an image real quick here and get to business. Close that one out. I'll steal over that one and go over to my channel. Ooh, wait. I got something better. I got a different image I want to pull up to read tonight. Oh, where'd it go? Roll the bells, epic Christmas minute. Where did I put that sucker? Oh, come on, please, Lord, help me. I'm just looking for the one thing. There it is. All right, go. I'm trying to pull up this image over here for you. Boom. This latest one that was captured here. All right. Pull that up. There we go. There's a good one to start getting used to. Okay. Start getting used to that face right there. And we'll even play this just a tad bit. There's good right there. All right. So, get my reading light going here. All right. Wait, I need a little sip here. I have a certain order I want to do this into as well. So, thanks for sticking around for this real quick, and then we'll free up so you guys can go enjoy your New Year's Eve. All right, here we go. Come to me with a teachable spirit, eager to be changed. A close walk with me is a life of continual newness. Do not cling to old ways as you step into a new year. Instead, seek my face with an open mind, knowing that your journey with me involves being transformed by the renewing of your mind. As you focus your thoughts on me, be aware that I am fully attentive to you. I see you with a steady eye because my attention span is infinite. I know and understand you completely. My thoughts embrace you in everlasting love. I also know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Give yourself fully to this adventure of increasing attentiveness to my presence. Relax in that healing presence as you spend time with me. Your thoughts tend to jump ahead to today's plans and tomorrow's problems. Bring your mind back to me for refreshment and renewal. Let the light of my presence soak into you, and you focus your thoughts on me. Thus, I equip you to face whatever the day brings. This sacrifice of time pleases me and strengthens you. So do not skimp on our time together. Resist the clamor of tasks waiting to be done. You have chosen what is better, and it will not be taken away from you. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. As you begin a fresh year, rejoice that I am continually working newness into your life. Don't, don't let recent disappointments and failures define you or dampen your expectations. This is the time to make a fresh start. I am a God of unlimited creativity. Expect me to do surprising things in this year that stretches out before you. Today is a precious gift. The present moment is where I meet with you. So seek my face throughout this day that I have made. I have carefully prepared it for you with tender attention to every detail. I want you to rejoice and be glad in it. Search for signs of my loving presence as you journey along the path of life. Look for the little pleasures I have strewn alongside your path, sometimes in surprising places, and thank me for each one. Your thankfulness will keep you close to me and help you find joy in your journey. I am your joy. These 4 words can light up your life. Since I am always with you, the joy of my presence is continually accessible to you. You can open up to my presence through your trust in me, your love for me. Try saying, Jesus, you are my joy. My light will shine upon you and within you as you rejoice in me, your Savior. Ponder all I have done for you and all that I am in you and all that I am to you. This will lift you up above your circumstances. When you become my follower, I empowered you to rise above the conditions in your life. I filled you with my spirit, and this holy helper has limitless power. I promise that I will come back and take you to be with me in heaven, that you may be where I am forever. So, whenever your world is looking dark, brighten your perspective by focusing on me. Relax in my presence and hear me saying, Beloved, I am your joy. All right, that's it for tonight. Afternoon. Oh, wait, no, it's not. Oh, dear, we had notes. Oh, you guys gonna stick around for the notes real quick here because, yeah, this is priceless. You're gonna love this. So, any of you guys know about the War of 1812? Hopefully, some of you guys do. They never really taught it in schools. It's that's really our Independence Day because everybody thinks 4th of July is, but after that, in 1812, the British came back and we got in a nasty war with the British, and they actually won. And they took over Washington, D.C., and they set the Capitol and the Capitol and another building on fire. Okay, the soldiers beat ours. They surrounded the place, set the Capitol on fire. They're in the what is it? One of the other buildings with their feet on the desk, laughing. And an act of God happened. A thunderstorm so intense came through the Washington, D.C. area that it touched down a tornado that scared off the troops, pelting them with hail along as they ran away. The water from the rain put the fire out in the White House, and the reason why you guys are free is because of this gentleman right here. Okay? His sacrifice is why you guys have freedom. He wants you to have freedom. It's your God-given right, right? Not every country on this planet has freedom like we do. All right? This country is blessed by... Ooh, we just had 7.4 Japan. Is that what I just saw? We'll get over to that in a minute. Let me finish this up real quick. Okay? So, he's real. He's here. Being blessed. So, the act of God took out the enemy forces and created this country to be free. Okay, so also that polar vortex, the way it's not going over our country, that's another hedge of protection that God is doing, just much like the War of 1812. Okay, so I got this new thing for you guys about the Pledge of Allegiance. Okay, so you got to be careful of incantations when you're pledging allegiance. What are you pledging allegiance to? The flag? Why are you pledging allegiance to a inanimate object? Yeah, we'll get to that 7-4 here in just a second. Real quick, why are you pledging allegiance to an inanimate flag? I know it represents a country, but you should be pledging allegiance to your father. So we got a new Pledge of Allegiance for this new year, and I hope you guys dig this. It goes like this: I pledge allegiance to the God that rescued the United States of America. And in order for the Republic to stand as one nation under God, we need to be indivisible if we want liberty and justice for all. Okay? Your new pledge. I pledge allegiance to the God that rescued the United States of America. And in order for the Republic to stand as one nation under God, we need to be indivisible if we want liberty and justice for all. Do you hear it now? And you can say that, mumble it under your breath when you're doing the Pledge of Allegiance with your hand over your heart, okay? It follows the same iambic pentameter, so you can still say that same pledge, replay it back, and write it down and get it under your skin, because then you're really pledging your allegiance to the Lord, okay? That's where your pledge should go. It's not to a flag, it's not to a country. You should be pledging allegiance to your Father. Okay, so I pledge allegiance to the God that rescued the United States of America. And in order for the Republic to stand as one nation under God, we need to be indivisible if we want liberty and justice for all. All right, that's it for tonight. Happy New Year, you guys. I love you all. God bless you all. I miss you all. And until my next show, I'll see you next year. I'll be back. I'll be back next year. Okay? Can't you tell I'm already back? Happy New Year. Oh, wait. We're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. Whoa. Come back here. Don't you guys go anywhere. We're going over this earthquake right now. Started wrapping up when we have, oh dear Lord. All right. Plug in the battery. We're going to, boy. 7.5 down at a depth of 10 here in Japan with our tsunami warning. I'm going to open up the tsunami warning right now. Okay, you guys don't go anywhere. Stick around right here. 7.4 they registered at near the west coast of Honshu. Tsunami threat. Okay, they're not really showing too much. Let's get back to this quake here and back up. All right, we've also had a major 6.2 aftershock right here. All right, 7.5. That other one said 7.4. This is on land too. Uh-oh. There's more underneath this one. There's another one right there with a 5.5. All right, folks, check it out. Remember, I was just talking about an increase in magnitude and an increase in activity from that X flare. And this is just from the flare. Wait until the CME hits us. So get ready. Everybody in Japan, hold on tight. This 7.5. Yeah, that's probably, it's not in the water. It's right on land. Is there a volcano or something right around this area? You guys gonna stick around for a minute with me? Good. Let's dive into this since Dutch isn't doing it right now. We'll wow, 7.5. We need to do the buoy center. Let me come on over and get this out of there. I want to pull up the buoy center here. Let me clear out of this. Boom. Get out of the forecast. Let me get some of these pages. This volcanic page needs to go. Just 1 second here. We'll probably see some more earthquakes here pop off in just a few more minutes, since this is quite a bit of activity just gone now, just active. The person that reported that, where are you? I'm coming to find you. Kung Fu Grasshopper. Oh, good job, Kung Fu Grasshopper. You're very good. Thank you for reporting that, all right? Yeah, way to go. So here we go. The depth on this, right at the surface, yeah. We're gonna probably see some activity out of that. Let me pull up. We can back out of this and go to the buoy center, please. National Buoy Center. Oh, not booty. Brian. Buoy Center. All right, here we go. Whoops, did I get it backward? That's the Facebook, Wikipedia, National Weather Service. Booty Center. There we go. I want the map. Wait a second. Is it up this one? This is Wikipedia. I don't want Wikipedia. And I want Facebook. I want the national. There it is right there. It was the very top, hiding up there. All right, bring on the map, baby. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. So our earthquake was over here, I think, in Japan, up here by this island, I believe. So none of these are going off, but we do have these two going off. 3 of them in this area already going off, you guys. We could possibly have a tsunami. Let me go a little bit closer as to the exact. All right, it's right in the kink of the backside of the island. Back to the buoys. So our quake centered right here. And look, we have tsunami or possible tsunami activity. We got buoys going off in the region. All right, you guys. Let's see what they're saying about this. Well, I know what they're saying. We got 3 buoys going off because of the 7.4 we just had. 7.5 we just had. All right. So our buoys are going off. We'll watch this closely. Doesn't necessarily mean that there is a tsunami, but it has. We do have these going off. All right. It could be a reaction from movement on the ocean floor as well. Something I wanted to talk about the other night. Underwater volcanoes going off, causing tsunamis as well without an earthquake. But right now, this looks like to be activity caused by this latest quake. Whoops, this map here. Uh-oh. Now, if this all stays centric or centralized in this area, and we have our earthquake swarm in this one area, it doesn't spread up and travel across. It could still travel pressure straight across here. Watch out, everybody. Watch out. We got a healthy quake that just went off here. There's pressure down below that's being released. This released some of it, but we still have more to go. We just took an X flare on the chin, and this is a direct result from it. Way to go, Grasshopper. Thank you for bringing that to my attention during the report. I'm glad I didn't close out too early, and we still reported on this because this is well, I didn't get to report on the X flare the moment it happened, so now I can report on this the moment it happened. So watch out for volcanic activity as well. Here, wow, that was pretty quick. That was a pretty quick response from the X flare that just happened a few hours ago to having a 7.5. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna now another thing right here, real quick. See how it went up nice and high and then came down gradually. There were no real other interruptions in between it, so that's a well-defined X flare. It's right back down at the seafloor again, like the sun's breathing a sigh of relief. It got really stressed when that happened, and then moo. Okay, now real quick, I want to come back over. Let's see. This might trigger off a new one here in a few minutes. All right, real quick. 3 at the National Buoy Center already. I'm going to refresh this just in case it changed in the last few minutes here. Come on, you can do it. Because I want to get this part as accurate as possible. Okay, those 3 buoys are in that region. Other buoys that are out of service right here. Possibly look for this one to go off next. I'm surprised that we didn't have these 2 go off. If there was a tsunami, it would be generated right in this small pocket, really. Okay, which is kind of good. It would keep it from traveling across the Pacific. But we have 2 on this side of the plate boundary that are already in event mode. All right, let's even click on one of these real quick. What are they showing here? Huh. That's quite a not too big of a jump, but I would say from 0.0 to 0.2 almost. This one reads even smaller. That was that one. And that one's even smaller. So it could be a glitch, but apparently we do have a few here in event mode that we'll have to kind of keep an eye on. These other ones coming over here and these ones down here throughout the course of the night. All right, that's it. I got to go. I got about 10 minutes to go celebrate New Year's with my family. I might come back a little later tonight and do a late night updated earthquake report. So once you guys do your kissing and your hugging and Happy New Year, and I might be back in about an hour or so. All right. Love you all. God bless you all. And until my next show, I'll be back. I am back.